Hi everyone, this is Sean's Mandarin Chinese. This video is about the famous Chinese poem named 登鹳雀楼, which is in English translated to Ascending the Stork Tower. This is a Tang Shi, or a poem from the Tang Dynasty, and the author of this poem's name is Huan. So let's start off with just a brief recital of the content of the poem. So this is how it goes. 白日依山尽，黄河入海流。欲穷千里目，更上一层楼。 So here's an English translation of this poem. Please note, as with all Chinese poems, there are several possible ways of translating them into English. This is a personal preference translation, you could say, which is an attempt to make it as accurate as possible to the original meaning while still capturing a poetic feeling instead of having just a description of the poem. Alright? The white sky leans close on the mountain. The yellow river flows with the sea. To see 1,000-mile view, ascend up another floor. So the context of this poem is that the writer was in a famous tower called guàn楼, and this tower in English is translated to Stork Tower. In this time he was there and he was captured by the beauty of the scene that was before him, and that's why he wrote this poem. And I'll explain each line as we go down through the next slides, but the point is that he is, I guess in summary, articulating his impression of the singularity, of the beauty of this scene, and that's why he decided to write this poem. Okay, so let's go into an explanation of each section of the poem and explaining why they're written this way and what they mean. So the first part of the poem, again, this is a Tang Shi, so it has 4 lines. The first part is 白日依山尽. So 白日 means white sun or sky. 白 means white, and 日 can mean sky or day as well. 依 comes from the word, you may know it, 依靠, so it means to lean on something. 山 means mountain, and 近 means close. So you can imagine in your mind's eye the picture. There's a white sky that is leaning close on the mountain, white sky or the sun. So it's very, very bright, very beautiful. And again, this could imply that it's sunset time because the mountain is obviously on the horizon. So the sun itself may be a little bit higher, but it's there getting towards sunset time. So the second line is 黄河入海流. Huanghe is a famous river in China. You may have heard of it. It's the Yellow River. So Huang just means yellow, He means river. Ru comes from the word 进入, which means to enter. And 海流 means ocean current. So 海 by itself means ocean, 流 means current. So a good translation of this sentence or this part is the Yellow River flows with the sea. Or more directly, the Yellow River is entering into the ocean or the ocean currents. So the third line is 欲穷千里目. 欲 comes from the word 欲望, which means a want or a desire. 穷, you may have run into this word before. It actually means poor, you know, like poor people would be 穷人. In this context, it means end. And you'll see what that means in relation to the next few characters, but it's easy to remember this because poor people are at the end of their means. 穷. 千 means 1,000. 里, in this time, li meant mile, but now it actually means kilometer. So the better translation is for 千里is 1,000 miles, just because at that point in time, this was the measurement unit for miles. Mu means eye. So the grammar of this is a little bit tricky. What it really means to say it in a natural language sentence is, if you want or desire to see to the end of 1,000 miles. That's what the sentence means. And then, of course, the next sentence is leading on from that. So a good translation is, to see 1,000-mile view, or if you want to see 1,000-mile view, or to cast your eyes on 1,000-mile view. And then, of course, the next sentence completes this. So, if you want to see a 1,000-mile view, what should you do? 更上一层楼. 更 means more or further. 上 to be on or to go to. 一 means one. 层 is the quantifier for story. The word itself actually means layer. And 楼 means story or floor. In other words, just ascend up another floor. So you can see how the two last sentences flow into each other. The first one pretty much says, if you want to see to the end of a 1,000-mile view, then ascend up another floor. In other words, he's busy climbing this famous tower, 鹳雀楼, or the Stork Tower, and he's reached a certain level, and it's beautiful. He sees again, he sees the white sky, he sees the mountain, he sees the yellow river, and then he believes that if you want to see even further, all you need to do is climb up one more level on the tower. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed learning this wonderful poem.